your thoughts on the game overall, the flow of the game, and it seemed like guys worked pretty well.
Well, we struggled a little bit, obviously, the first quarter with turnovers and stuff, but I thought eventually we got to where we could play out of our defense. We were getting stops, so we were able to get out and run and get a couple easy looks. I thought our ball movement was a little bit better. Our picks and stuff in transition, they're just starting to find their niche with each other, getting a feel for each other, as well as for the system. So they played great. They competed the whole time, and just helps when you make shots. We made some shots, so that always helps on the scoreboard.
Kyle really had his jumper going today. Is that something? I'm sure that's something he's been working on. Is that something you guys have been working on with?
I mean, he puts a lot of work in. Him, Chad Forcier, and Chip England put hours and hours in work with our player development, and it shows up. I mean, we work really hard, and Kyle puts in the time. Kyle wants to be a great player. A lot of people want to be a great player, but are not willing to put in the work. He puts in the work. He puts in the time, and we're just continuing to try to grow him and just keep working him to that next level. And I've already seen just great growth just as him as a leader out there, being vocal and getting people involved. So he's just doing a great job for us all around.
Is his role on the court with this team, do you envision a lot of that being his role, once the season starts? Or?
I mean, his role is going to be different with the Spurs, but here in Summer League, I mean, he's the senior guy. I mean, he's the guy that's been in our locker room, around our guys, and played with the Austin Spurs. We got a lot of Austin Spurs in the locker room, so they're familiar with our system. But it's just part of his growth and maturity as a player. So we're going to keep putting the ball in his hands and keep trying to grow his decision making. And I think he did a nice job today.
Can getting to the foul line be a big part of his game? Just he's so herky-jerky that he seems to draw fouls. At least out here he does.
Yeah, I mean he's a little unorthodox in his movements, but he knows how to use his body well. So he knows how to get to angles, and there was one where he looked like he was tied up, and he weaseled his way around to get a shot off. And so we love his basketball IQ. But I mean, his role is going to be different, obviously, on the Spurs. But we're trying to groom him to eventually get to those bigger roles with the Spurs, and it's all part of the process for him and for us.
Only a few days into Summer League, but how has this experience been for you so far on the sidelines?
Well, yesterday it was a little, as a player, I'm always running plays, and it's very easy to sit there and kind of read and make reads when you're out there. But when you're thinking about 1,000 different things and trying to get guys in the right spots and spots where we can be successful, and you're looking at, who's guarding them, and there's just a lot that goes into it. And it was eye-opening for me to experience how much my brain was just going the entire time. So that was definitely a learning experience. I was a lot more comfortable today, and I'm still growing too. So we're gonna keep learning and keep working together as a group.
I know you have a job to do, but do you ever think for a second of all the young women out there that want to follow in your footsteps, that perhaps you're a role model to them and they look up to you? Do you ever think about that, or are you just strictly focused on your job, what you have to do?
I mean, I'm focused on my job. I want to be a great coach, and I'm working towards that. But you always know that there's eyes on you, and you just want to be someone who conducts themselves properly, and hopefully it shouldn't matter whether little eyes are watching you or big eyes are watching you. You should just be consistent the whole time, and not, you should just be you. And so that's who I'm trying to be.
I'm sure you've been asked this question before, but do you think in your lifetime there will be a head women's basketball coach in the NBA?
I think so. Why not? I don't know who it'll be, but I know there's lots of capable minds, and I think players recognize players, and that's it. Growing up, I didn't get picked with the guys until they knew I could help their team. Then I started getting picked. So if guys feel that you can bring something and they trust that you know what you're talking about, I don't really think the mouthpiece matters. It's knowledge, and game recognizes game. And so I think it'll happen at some point. I don't know who it'll be, but I know there's lots of capable women out there.